when we talk about Jamaine Ortiz, he just another opponent to me. He just another guy with another style that I've seen before. And once I stop him, you know, the boxing world gonna be shocked again. But, you know, I'm just being me at the end of the day.
Hey, in the future, if y'all come in to watch, we got to charge. Yeah. We got to charge from here on out. This is some amazing stuff. It's your last round, Jamaine. We charge it from here on out. There's a fee at the door. Time.
What happens when the man touted as the next Floyd Mayweather loses everything without even throwing a punch? Last June, the boxing world stood still as Keyshawn Davis stepped onto the scales in front of his hometown crowd in Norfolk.
Please welcome the undefeated defending WBO lightweight world champion. This is the businessman, Keyshawn Davis. Wrapping the 7 cities this undefeated at 13-0. Brings 9 of his wins by knockout. His first title defense. Official weight 139.3 pounds for Davis.
The silence was deafening. He wasn't just over the limit, he was nearly 5 pounds heavy. In that single moment, the WBO lightweight title was stripped, his massive homecoming main event was deleted, and he became the sport's biggest pariah.
I'm pretty sure he'll still take the fight, and you know, the show must go on.
Yeah, you were on this very same position the last time we were here in November, now you're on the other end. So safe to say this will be your last fight at 135 pounds?
I mean, I was 4 pounds over, bro was like 7 pounds over. That's like damn near 10, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't reach the next weight class, you know what I'm saying? So the show still is going to go on for sure. You know, we just gotta hit the business.
Up to 140 after this, or are you still going to try 135?
Well, honestly, I was going to 140 after this anyways, honestly, so it was like, hey, whatever, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying?
But as the cameras cut away, the real disaster was just beginning behind the curtain. While the fans were processing the cancellation, chaos erupted in the tunnels of the Scope Arena. Rumors began to swirl that Keyshawn and his brothers hadn't just lost their titles, they'd lost their cool. Reports surfaced of a vicious backstage altercation with Nahir Albright, the man who had just defeated Keyshawn's brother.
All hell broke loose in the back. Attacks physically against Nahir Albright, allegedly by Keyshawn Davis and Keon Davis. And after Mark Kriegel interviewed Nahir Albright, this is what happened. And Nahir Albright's brother is in the purple, and you just see Keyshawn Davis come in. The guy running in is Keon Davis, and things are being thrown. There's no room for this in the sport.
Boxing insiders like Teddy Atlas didn't hold back, calling the behavior unprofessional and beneath a champion. This wasn't just a weight miss, it was a total meltdown of the Davis brand, leaving fans wondering if we'd ever see Keyshawn in a ring again.
Hey, he said he outgrew the weight, you know what I mean? Nobody knows his body. It's time to move up. 35, 40, 47. That's why I moved up. All the weight classes, you know what I mean? My last fight in the division was hectic. You know what I mean? Like I said, at 147 before I moved up, it was over with. 40, 35, the same way. You know what I mean? I made weight though. You know what I mean? There's been a lot of times people that make weight. It happens.
Getting too comfortable. Never be too comfortable with success. Never get comfortable, man. Never get complacent. Look, some of y'all might say, oh, he's outgrowing the weight class, this, that, and the third, oh, he's yada, yada, yada. Okay, that might be totally true. He's 20-something years old. He right in the midst of his prime. Bruh, he's supposed to make that. All close. You supposed to make that. You the champ. You supposed to make that. It's your duty. You sign that contract. You supposed to make that. Period. Whether it take that out of you or not. That's disrespectful, man. That's not cool, bro. Edwin, if you saw Edwin De Los Santos a while back before he signed for this fight, dude looked like me. He was bigger than me. He made the weight.
Said that too.
You did? Bruh.
For months, Keyshawn Davis became a ghost. He disappeared from the gym, stopped posting training clips, and went on record saying he hadn't thrown a single punch since that disastrous night in June. In a Raw interview, he admitted to a mental breakdown so severe he needed a year-long break just to survive.
Right. Well, I'm a fighter that, already been through like mental health struggles, so like, again, I just had to look at myself again and just really like turn my faith over to God. I don't play about God, Jesus Christ itself. So I really just had to put my faith all into him that he will bring me out of this darkness. Since I went pro, I could say like I was doing a lot of things on my own, which is, you never gonna get nowhere when you do things on your own, you know what I'm saying? So I really just had to take a step back from everything and just have that one-on-one with me and my God, so I can just be the better Keyshawn that I was promised y'all. And I'm back and better. For this time frame, I would say, Shakur was one of the people that got me back into boxing. Like when I was on my retirement rant and I didn't even know which direction of how I was gonna get back into the ring, Shakur helped me out just these few months ago. You understand what I'm saying? Like he been a brother for me back then when I was an amateur, when I was down, and then when I was down again as pros, he was a brother for me then, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm fighting on his undercard, you know what I'm saying? So, and he didn't even really like, I wouldn't say he ain't helped me get on this card. He literally just helped me get back in the gym. Like, Keyshawn, this is what you need to be doing. Like, get back focused on just training and just working, like, and put everything aside. You know what I'm saying? So
the pressure of the Pernell Whitaker legacy in Norfolk and the Olympic silver medal curse had finally cracked him. When Keyshawn finally emerged, he didn't just come back. He burned the bridges behind him. In a move that sent shockwaves through the industry, he fired his entire team. Everybody got deleted, he told reporters. He walked away from the legendary Bomac and the Terrence Crawford camp, claiming the environment was no longer right for his growth.
And this game is called professional boxing. In professional boxing, you cannot allow yourself to come to a homecoming and not make weight, and let another guy come and really take over your showcase in your own hometown. So yes, there's going to be a lot of questions. A lot of questions about how much do you love this sport. A lot of questions about how much do you love yourself. You understand me? So we have to, everybody's questioning, are you serious about the sport? I mean, we know you got the talent. We've seen it. We know you got the skills. We've seen it. But are you serious about the sport as you should be? Having as much talent as you have. Do you love it? Yeah, do you love boxing? Mm-hmm. Are you taking professional boxing the way a professional athlete should? Those are the questions.
I feel like I just let everybody down. Like, ever since that situation had happened, I just see and I just hear a lot of things that got set back because of me. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just not an easy pill to swallow. Because after I missed the weight, like my facial expressions looked like it didn't care. My body language looked like it didn't care. Like just everything about me looked like it didn't care. But you gotta, what y'all don't know about me is I come from a lot. And when you come from a lot, you learn how to build a shield up so nobody can never even know, like, nobody can know, like, that's with you. Like, y'all don't even know, like, before, I knew I wasn't gonna make the weight before I stepped on the scale. I knew how much I weighed. I knew I wasn't gonna make the weight. Before I even went to weigh-ins, you know, like, I'm up for real, like, but I can't show y'all that. Cause like, all y'all looking at me like, oh, like this. So if I show y'all like something is wrong with me, like, then the energy in the room gonna switch. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I've learned how to build a shield up to always be the businessman, always be like positive and happy and all that shit. But now, I'm not doing that no more because I won't do nothing but hurting myself. You know what I'm saying? And Like, again, like when I missed the weight, I ain't show no expression because I just learned how to not show expression. You know what I'm saying?
The boxing world called it a mistake, but Keyshawn called it survival. Now, on January 31st, the stakes couldn't be higher. Keyshawn isn't just returning, he's jumping into the deep end at super lightweight. But critics are sounding the alarm. Transitioning to 140 pounds isn't just about eating more, it's about facing monsters who hit harder and don't tire. Experts warn that his power, which looked elite at 135, might feel like pillow talk in this new division.
BTA, Beltec. You heard me? We're going to find out what Keyshawn...
Which way, though?
We're going to find out what Keyshawn really made of. He got to put belt to his... You know what I'm saying? If he really the truth, he got to show us right now. If he don't show us right now, then, of course, Ortiz going to show us something different. So, Ortiz is that guy, like you said, he gets right up to the next level, and he just can't seem to get over the hump. Well, if you're going to plan on getting over the hump, you got to get past a guy like this. So, you got to put BTA, you feel me? If you don't, then you're not what we think you are. But I think he is what we think he is. I just think that he's been going through a few different things outside of the ring.
If you're not right, you will be exposed. If you have cut corners, you will be exposed, because we know that Ortiz is coming to fight. And even in his losses against top flight competition, he got busy.
Better believe it.
He took more than he gave, but he dished out a lot too. And there's no quit in Jamaine Ortiz. There's no turn in Jamaine Ortiz. And I think it's a dangerous test for Keyshawn Davis, but it's the perfect test, because if Keyshawn can shine against Jamaine Ortiz, that's what he needs. That's the confidence that he needs to reinforce to himself that I am the guy. I'm still the guy. He is moving up in weight to 140 pounds for the first time. Jamaine has been at 140 for a long time, but these are the kind of matchups you want to see young guys fighting on the way up. Not every single fight, but you want to see them every now and again get into this type of situation, because
standing in his way is Jamaine Ortiz, a man who has shared 12 rounds with Vasily Lomachenko and Teofimo Lopez. Ortiz isn't buying the hype. He's publicly warned Keyshawn that 140 is a different world and that the Golden Boy is in for a rude awakening.
No, I thought fight is way better.
Who you think was better than Keyshawn?
Lomachenko, Teofimo. I'm pretty sure I've had some other non-big names that were tougher than him. You know?
Okay. So he shouldn't be able to offer you nothing that you haven't seen before.
No. Not at all.
Is that what gives you confidence?
I think I'm his toughest competition in the pros. I don't think he's fought anybody on my level in the professional ranks. I just know I'm faster than him. I got more mobility than him. I'm bigger than him. I'm stronger than him. And all that's going to come play on January 31st. But I'm a solid 140-pound contender, and the guys that he fought at 135, I don't even think they were really solid 135-pounders.
Ortiz is the ultimate litmus test. He's younger, bigger, and has a chin made of granite. But Keyshawn isn't coming for a boxing match. He's issued a chilling knockout warning that has everyone on edge. Pointing to his second-round destruction of Gustavo Lemos, Davis is promising a brutal execution. He's told the media that he's found a darkness in training that wasn't there before.
He a fighter just like me. You know, he been doing this for a very long time, just like me. I would say the only big difference that we have is I had my Olympic run. I've been on the Olympic team since 2018, and I went to the Olympics in 2021. You know, I've seen a lot of styles overseas. I fought the toughest guys overseas, and now that I'm pro, I didn't have no cakewalk to get to this world title. Like, I was fighting guys that had over 30 fights, and I was like 6-0. You know, like, I was fighting guys that they thought I would never stop, and I actually stopped these guys. Lemos, for example, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I ain't have no cakewalk in the amateurs, and I ain't have no cakewalk when I turned pro. So when we talk about Jamaine Ortiz, he just another opponent to me. He just another guy with another style that I've seen before. And once I stop him, you know, the boxing world gonna be shocked again. But, you know, I'm just being me at the end of the day. I had one opponent that said, man, I'm guaranteeing I'm gonna knock this kid out. And that actually turned out to be the toughest fight of my career. And it did nothing but get me better. You know what I'm saying? So, I expect the same thing out of Jamaine. He gonna come, he gonna, you know, be confident in himself as he should. You know what I'm saying? And after I knock him out, ain't gonna do nothing but get me better for the next stage.
This isn't about points anymore. It's about a man who feels he has to take someone's head off just to get his respect back. He's predicted a finish so violent it will make the world forget about the weight miss and the scandals.
You know what I mean? So I think that's a solid. I think Keyshawn doing a solid by fighting, you know what I mean, a guy like Jamaine Ortiz. And that says a lot about his character, you know what I mean, as far as him as a fighter. I won't forget the De Los Santos situation, but a lot of people will if he go in there and handle business with Jamaine Ortiz. You got to come back, but not just come back in the house. You got to come back with something. You got to give us a gift, and this was a gift. You know what I mean? He came back with a gift in hand. You know what I mean? And you know, give y'all something good. Keyshawn could go in there and look better than ever, because you know him going up in weight might have been the best decision for him, which means he might feel healthier. His mind might be a little bit more clear. He can go in there and do his thing. So I don't think nobody got the edge either way.
On January 31st at Madison Square Garden, we find out if Keyshawn Davis is the future of the sport or its most talented what if.
You're saying you don't want this to go to the scorecards. Keyshawn himself has said that he's going to stop you, and you've never been stopped against two pretty big punchers that you fought, like we mentioned. What's your response to the idea that he could be the first person to stop you?
He could keep on dreaming, but it's not going to happen. You know, be careful what you say, because sometimes what you say can happen to you.
If he lands that knockout, he's back on the path to superstardom and a potential mega fight with Devin Haney. But if he falters, if the weight transition fails or the mental pressure returns, there won't be another comeback.
Are you eyeing this fight as that fight to catapult you into that position to get you another title fight?
Yeah, it is, man. You know, in boxing, opportunities don't just keep coming. And, you know, this is another chance at me defeating a top prospect, somebody with a name. And once I beat Keyshawn, you know, I think the sky's the limit for me. And I think I'll get another shot at a world title.
This is a do or die moment in the world's most famous arena. Is Keyshawn truly ready to roar, or is he walking straight into a trap that will end his career for good? So, that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.